right, happy Wednesday. Let's get into our warm up here. So grab a PVC, do 10 good mornings. Nice and slow, get our back warmed up here. Little side view. So our strength today, we're going to be starting with our lower back and we're going to work our way all the way up our back. So we want to make sure that we are nice and loose. So thread the needle, 10 per side. Get a nice good reach through and up. And then 10 cat-cows. And then get your heart pumping a little bit. Do 20 jumping jacks and then we'll get started. So we're going to do 8x4. These are weighted, seated good mornings. So I'm using a weighted bar. It's a little bit softer on your back. So you're bracing your core as you're bending forward. The idea of the seated is to put the more focus on your back rather than your glutes. So I'm going to give it a side view here. And when you're bending forward, you're hinging. And as soon as your butt starts to leave the bench, that's how far you should be going. So hinge over. As soon as it starts to lift up, stop, and then come back up. If you want a little bit heavier, you can use, I'm going to show you the 45 bar here. It's really awkward. So maybe a 35 with some weights on it would be really good. But again, it's kind of up to you and how you feel with that low back strengthening move. And then next, we're going to go to a dumbbell row. So you're going to grab a dumbbell and go onto the bench, knee on bench. And you're going to drive that elbow back. So you want to have a nice challenge weight here. You're only doing 8 of them per side. So here's a side view. Making sure your elbow is driving back. And then we're going to move to the upper back here with kettlebell upright rows. So 8 of those, and then you're going to do 4 rounds. So go back through and repeat. So for the second part, core and more, you're going to do 3 rounds, go through all the moves, and then do them for 2 more rounds. So we're going to start with 20 mountain climbers. And these are all body weight. And then we're going to do a left side plank hip dip. So you're going to do 10 of those. So get into a side plank and then dip your hip down and up for 10 of those. Then get back into a plank position. And my favorite, 20 plank jacks. So out and in, 20 of those. And then we're going to do a right side plank hip dip. 10 of those. And then you're going to go on your back and we're going to do reverse crunch kickouts. So bring your hips up and then kick out. Up, kick out. So 20 of those. And then the last move, the 10 lying back presses. You're still on your back there and you're going to be pushing up with your elbows, through your elbows. So think about driving your elbows through the ground. Don't lift with your head. That's going to hurt your neck. All right, and then the bonus, a 10x2 inverted rows. So here I am, I'm using the Smith machine here. It doesn't really matter the weights on there. It's just using that bar with my heels out, or you can bend your knees, makes it a little bit easier. Or you can go over to the rings or even a TRX and see how far down, keeping your body in that plank position, an inverted plank, I guess there. So tight and then pulling up. So 10x2 for the bonus.